Hi humans, welcome to a new vlog. I am in my car and I just got home. It's almost 2 p.m. We had like a business meeting with the, I guess, manager. He's new to the team. We don't have a title, but he's like helping us with everything of the business and admin side of the tattoo studio. And it was like a very long morning meeting. So just now I got home. And I was going to get productive in terms of like business, art, etc. But I actually really feel like working out because one, the day is super nice finally. And two, I haven't been able to do weightlifting this past couple of days because of work. So I think I'm going to do some hours of like weightlifting and go for a long walk. And then we'll see. This is the absolute best part of getting home. You're waiting for me? Hello, I'm back. Walk time. Oh, it's 6 p.m. and I just came back from my walk. I said it was gonna be a long one, and I made myself a snack before I go do like homey things like get a like shower and clean the house and stuff like that. But I need like a second, so I'm gonna sit down and have my snack. Yeah. Good morning. I will start my day by journaling and grounding. I'm still not sure if it's gonna be working on a tattoo design on the iPad, but it has like no charge, or if I'm just gonna jump to do admin work in the computer. So we'll see, but I'll start by journaling. So I decided I'm gonna work on a tattoo design if someone lets me. The only thing she wants is attention right now. Can I design? So what I do before starting designing a tattoo is that I go back to the conversation with the person and I read everything, so I make sure I know what they want, and then I put all the references together and everything so I can like honor their wishes. And I just did that, so I'm just gonna jump now to designing, maybe finding some references first because it's gonna be Freddie Mercury, so I do want it to be accurate enough that you can tell it's him. So look for some references. Now it's double trouble. Can't work here. And then start drawing. Hello. This is how it's looking so far. I'm kind of scared that I went a bit too high contrast. I don't know if he wants that or not. The reference he sent did have like solid black areas, but I know he wants a lot of like cross hatching. So this is all the solid areas it will have. After this is all lines for shading. But I don't know. Well, I guess let's see. I'm gonna leave it here from now and I'm gonna go work out. And then who knows, maybe I'll finish it today or tomorrow. I'm just missing now all the details. So I'm ready to go work out. Today I have a shoulders and abs workout. I will probably not show you all of the workout, but some of the exercises. So let's go. Woo. I'm like halfway through my 10K steps walk. It's super hot. I'm boiling, but it's happening. We're doing this. I just got home from my walk and I'm gonna have some tacos for lunch. I am kind of like physically tired, so I'm probably gonna have this on the couch watching something. So yeah, relaxing time. Hello humans, I'm back. It's been a few hours. It's now 5:30. Showered, did my makeup. Nelson moved back from tattooing, so kind of sidetracked, and we sat outside because the day is so nice. Like it's supposed to be winter, but it's 70 degrees. So, and it's still sunny. So we sat outside to chat for a bit and it was really nice. And my plan now is to paint these two painting frames that I have with black, matte black. One is already painted, but I kind of like ran out of paint while I was painting it, and it has like some spots that I need to go over, and then the other one it has to be completely painted. And I got a painting spray to try out, so it's new, I haven't used it yet, so I'm excited to try this one on that one. It's supposed to be more of like a odorless, non-toxic one, so I can do it inside. I'm still gonna open the windows. This is nice weather today, like it's not gonna be freezing or anything, so I can just open the window and do it inside. So I'm gonna be doing that now, and then if I do still have time, I'm going to start planning the next painting, like sketching, looking for references, thinking, journaling, and coming up with like the idea for the next painting. So I'm very excited about that. And then it's probably just gonna be dinner and chill time. I've been thinking today a lot about like slow living. I think I got to a point where for a very short time I was able to live in that way. And it's something I've been wanting to incorporate and do for a very long time. And it's the reason I moved out from New York City once upon a time. It's the reason I moved from to Miami. Then I realized, even though I got to live closer to what I wanted, like it was definitely more nature and calm and like studio time and less stress, more calm, but I was still super addicted to productivity, and it was still super hard because it was still very expensive and frantic and very party oriented place. And oh my god, can you see from my walk, I have like the shirt tan from the tank top I was wearing. Oh my god. But anyways, so the idea to then move here to Raleigh and live in a neighborhood with like a lot of nature, very calm neighborhood next to a lake, very like soft urban feeling, having a life that it's not super expensive, so you don't have to like overwork or burn out to sustain the lifestyle. And for a bit I got there and I painted a lot, and we adopted the cats, and I had a lot of time to like cook and do things and be creative. And then at the same time I opened the studio, and for a while that was cool, and then we started doing better, and then Nelson started working in the studio as well, and then it started growing, and it's all great things. But then like I started again to not give myself space, and I feel like when I am rushing through life and not slowing down, I'm just completely kind of put aside the part of me that I like the most, which is like the creative part, the daydreaming part, the feminine energy part, the details part, the romantic, poetic, routine part, the painting part too. So I think I need to, I've been finding ways, or trying to find ways to have both, to be able to still have the studio. I still want it to be super successful. I am an ambitious business person and I can't let go of that, even for slow living. But I also want to do it in a way that makes sense for the main part of life, which is just enjoying your everyday life. So I think maybe it's adjusting the prices so that the demand and supply are in a point that we're happy with, and not just like overworking to like supply all this demand. Definitely hiring some people to alleviate some of the management side of things. Then make a conscious effort to take time and not rush, and like do things that I enjoy that are not necessarily productive. Like today I did my makeup. I know this is not a finished product. This is not gonna make me money. This is not gonna save me time. I am not necessarily going somewhere. I just wanted to do it. It makes me feel good. I like giving myself time to make myself feel good. Like, you know, today when I was walking, I was gonna like answer all these messages and kind of like multitask so that the walk is not like lost time. And then I decided to just listen to the birds for a while, and then I put a book on, like an audiobook, and just like enjoyed the walk for the walk's sake. And then when Nelson got back and he told me to like go outside and chat, probably if it wasn't because of all of today's reflections, I would have been like, no, I have to get all these things done, so no. But because I was in this more intentional, slow mood, of course, like I did it and it was amazing. And it's those little moments that you live for and that you remember and that actually create the relationship and life and everything. So not making time for those is just, it makes no sense. I don't even know if I'm making sense the way I'm saying it, but I hope I am. Yeah, I lost the track of what I was saying. Oh, I was gonna say I also I've been trying to heal my relationship to food, and I realized a lot of me not having that good relationship with food is that I haven't gotten back to making the time to make food and cook. Once upon a time I loved cooking and I enjoyed like making really healthy but delicious things for me. It started when I started being vegan at the time. I'm not anymore, but that's kind of what started this whole, like, I was living in Chile, there weren't many like vegan products, so I basically didn't have an option than cooking. And then I started loving it and I loved like doing it, but also kind of like making it in a beautiful way. Like I loved my food to be beautiful and nourishing and calm, and I don't know, and I think a lot of me getting back to a healthy relationship with food is making the time to cook. And today I did. I made like a healthy high protein version of like chocolate mousse, and I also made like veggies to have already like cooked and like with the sauce and everything, and I made like 2 big Tupperwares of that, so I have vegetables done. That's what I put in the tacos, by the way. And I don't know, so like some meal prepping. And yeah, okay, that's it. Let's go paint the frames. Okay, this is how they look now. I will leave them here to dry and I will actually get the fuck out of here. I'll never do this insides again. It's like super smoky. So yeah, but they look cute. So change of plans. After I sprayed that it's non-toxic, but definitely still not cool to do it inside. It was like all over the place. Like it was like a black smoke all over in the studio. So I basically ran out and closed the door. Learned my lesson. I'm not gonna be doing that inside anymore. But since I ran out and I closed the door and everything is in there, and it is my working space, but also my computer and everything is there, I got the perfect excuse to not work for the rest of the day. So I made myself some popcorn and I made myself a cup of tea, and I am watching Legacies. So this is probably gonna be the plan for the rest of the night. Which I'm not mad about. I feel a little bit guilty about, but it is like exactly what I want to be doing, honestly. Breakfast time. Some protein oats with chia. Good morning. I'm back to the studio after having breakfast. I am going to be journaling and then working a little bit more in the design that I started yesterday. But first, journaling. Hey humans! The weather is so nice that I have the window down. I hope you can still hear me, but I need to feel this. So nice! The first days of spring are just the best. I'm on my way to the studio. Okay, maybe I had to shut the window. Just for a minute. As soon as I finish recording, I want to put it down again. But yeah, I'm on my way to the studio right now. I have two like small fine line tattoos. I do enjoy doing them, and I always do my best with every tattoo, and lines is something I enjoy doing. So it's cool, but I think I've been doing a lot of those lately, of just like appointments that you get and you kind of like respond to them, and then it's making so that I don't have enough time to work on my designs and the tattoos that are in my style and the ones that fulfill me the most. So it's starting to become like a cycle, a vicious cycle, where it's like I say yes to them because like we have a studio, we rely on the income of the studio, and we are the only two artists, so I feel like of course I had to say yes. And there's like that fear of scarcity, like the scarcity mentality of like I had to say yes to everything and take them fast, and like customer service, and like just taking I don't have lipstick in my teeth and all of that. But then I think I can now, looking back, realize that I'm actually really behind the designs and the tattoos that are in my style and that are most fulfilling to me, because of being kind of always reacting to this like last minute kind of walk-in appointments or small tattoos that you can fit easily in the schedule, so you do. But then you think it's between big projects, but when you come to realize you do so much of them, and then the big projects or the more projects that need more time for design and everything are kind of like staying behind. And I really don't want that to happen, because I enjoy those the most, even though I take a very long time designing. My style is very detailed, so my designs take many hours, and then most people need revisions, and then there's some more hours. And then of course the tattoo itself, since it's like my style again has a lot of like very, very tiny details there, it's a slow type of art to tattoo, so it's all more time consuming. It has a very different pace, but it is the most fulfilling to me, and it is where I want my career to, like my career path as a tattoo artist particularly, to go to. And I feel since we decided to put all the eggs in this one basket, I just got a lot of like fear, and I steered away from that, because before we did that and we had two separate like income streams, I was actually focusing only on my style, and that's the only thing I did, and it was working really well actually. So I think it's more an emotional thing. It also was a more new studio, and we had less marketing and everything, so it also didn't have the demand that it has now, which also made it easier for me to stay on track. But anyways, we're like finding tactics to be able to like refocus on my style and what I enjoy doing the most. But today I have these there's like 2 weeks already like booked of these tattoos, so like I'm not gonna like unbook anyone or move them to any other dates or anything. Like I am strong with my commitments, so of course I'm doing them, and I'm doing to the best of my ability and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna do these 2 small tattoos today. I hope they come out amazing, and then I'll tomorrow morning go back to designing in my style for all those pending tattoo designs that I have. The one from Freddie Mercury that I showed you this morning, the client loved it, but he said he was looking for something more cartoonish for his tattoo. Like he did want my style, and he does want the hatching and the lines and everything. He just doesn't want it to be that realistic. He wanted it to be more caricaturistic, illustrationist style. So I'm gonna revise that tomorrow as well. Yeah, all of that. Okay, I need to go back to like putting my window down, because I have like 3 blocks left to go to the highway, so I need to enjoy the breeze and sun. Oh, I also think I didn't record that I went for a walk. So after I worked out, I went for my full 10k steps walk, and I was speaking on the phone with my sister, so I didn't record at all. And then I had lunch with Nelson, and I kind of took it a bit too slow, so I didn't have enough time to do my makeup before now heading to the studio. So I'm makeup less. Well, I have some lipstick on, going to the studio to do these tattoos. But yeah, I think this is gonna be the last day of this vlog. If you want to see future tattoos and designs, well then subscribe and see you. Let's go to the studio.
However, I am so tired. As always with larger scale pieces, especially.
Here we go. Just finished my leg day. Leg day always takes more. So it was like an hour and like 20 minutes. And now I came for my walk. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. And yeah, I'm gonna walk for like an hour and a half, which is around the 10K steps, which is what I wanna accomplish every day. And we woke up earlier today, so it's super nice to know that I can walk without having to rush back to shower and go to the studio, and I can do it more calmly. So I'm gonna put my audiobook and enjoy the walk. We're on our way to the studio again. I was gonna finish the vlog yesterday, but then I realized I had a nice tattoo today that it would be nice to include to this vlog. So after this tattoo, I will actually finish the vlog. And yeah, feeling sleepy. Something to say?
Stay with us.
I'm almost ready. So I have the stencil and size options, the waiver, and here I printed out like the reference with the little lines that I like freehand, and also like the shading and highlights. Also not part of the stencil, so I have it next to me while I tattoo. And now it's time to set up the table. And Nelson is working on his stencil. Okay, humans, we just went to have dinner with Nelson to a restaurant that is really close to a studio we had never been to, a Mexican restaurant, and it was actually super good, super fun, pretty affordable. I think we're gonna become like how do you say this, like repeating clients that come a lot. There's a name for this. What is it? Anyways, whatever. I'm on my way home It's 9 p.m. I'm super tired, and this vlog ends here. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see my next tattoos, a little bit more of my life, maybe some upcoming paintings that I'm working on, or I plan to work on, I should say, then definitely stay tuned. And yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.